Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Going Medieval, where we go medieval. And we are almost ready to start doing some more research on some new items. I fast forward a couple days just to kind of, get through some of the more of the building along like the Great Hall kind of area. We're going to be expanding that today, and I think with like an armory edition and maybe getting the first kind of staircase in so that we can start kind of building upwards to get some more defensive structures as well. So we have 390 research to go through today. Smelting is going to be huge for us, so we're going to get smelting. And we are also going to need... I don't think iron construction. This would be like for iron sconces and braziers. We could go blacksmithing. Yeah, let's get blacksmithing. And today we're going to work on the armory addition onto here. So the lower floor, as you come through the Great Hall and you kind of meet this center room. To the right is the kitchen, and then to the left is going to be the armory, because I want this to be quickly accessible. And then in the back, this will be like a staircase up to some additional fortifications, right? And maybe a living quarters or something like that. So we need to get a blacksmith building up and running today. As you guys know, we do have this, which is our wood kind of carpentry structure, and also now that we have the kitchen, I wonder if I can move the butchery table over. Is it a 2-tile? It is a 2-tile. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get rid of this door and this window, and I want to move it over a little bit here. What is going on with our construction? I have a feeling people aren't really finished building these stairs. I'm not sure why they haven't finished building these stairs. We have plenty of lumber lying around, but that's okay. All right, so let's do production. We're gonna get the butchery table kind of in here, just like that. And we will get the correct door placement and the correct window placement here as well. And then we will fix this to have a bit of a wall, so that way we have some butchery and the cooking area right next to each other. The storage for cooked items and raw food items are obviously farther away, but that's okay for now. We might end up building a root cellar closer and maybe underneath this structure to get cooking a little bit more accessible, but for now I think that's okay. Otherwise, let's get the blacksmith kind of up and running. So we have a blacksmith forge, a smelting furnace to kind of lay out today, and this is the blacksmith forge. So let's get maybe the forge and crafting area laid out, and then we'll build stuff kind of around it, and we'll turn this into a home as well with 2 beds, just because we can, Maybe have like a double forge space here. So like maybe like a furnace. Let's do... I don't know how I want this to work. Maybe the furnace is out the back. So like do like a double furnace. I have a feeling we're going to be needing more ingots than we are crafting actual blacksmith items. I'm not sure on that ratio just yet, but I have a feeling that's the way it's going to go. And then let's get some stone pillars here. Kind of like that to represent the outdoor workshop that will be kind of required. And then we will have a long kind of structure coming off to the side of it. If that makes sense. So maybe to here, No, not there. Let's move this back. This is going to be essentially like a big old L-shaped structure. Yeah, I'd say something like that's fine. And then we can even, you know, throw in some limestone windows just to be, you know, a little bit different when compared to some of our other structures. Because I have a feeling the blacksmith and whoever is going to end up living in this area is going to have maybe a little bit of a nicer living space. Not sure though. Things can kind of change on you real quick, right? Maybe double here. Kind of want a door out to the smithing area. A door here out towards the standard kind of blacksmithing area. A little bit of a wooden wall. Kind of fill that in. Actually, it's going to end up being smaller. I guess with the workstation, the structure will probably look a little bit bigger than maybe advertised, but at the same time, is what it is. Okay, so that's underway. Let's do... I need 2 beds here. Maybe a small wooden table. What's a medium wooden table kind of look like? Maybe a bench. Again, I kind of wish there were like storage chests and things. I think that would help like clean up the storage situation a lot. But it's okay if there's not any of those type of things. Okay, so we got that. Let's get stone out here in the workshop-like space. Some of that, get some pathways forming. Good to go. I really wish there was, you know, some railings and stuff. Again, we haven't finished researching like everything that we can in the game, so those might be hidden in a tree, and I haven't really gone looking for them just yet, but really wouldn't mind. Some lights in here. Some decorative fences that we can put like around the farm area. It looks like our flax is about ready in 2 days, so we'll keep the construction speed up pretty high. How's our limestone? Doesn't look like we have any right now, so we're going to have to do some mining for it. Something like that. To extend that out. And how much wood? We have 102 wood, but I have a feeling we're going to need more. Kind of always need more lumber when you need it, so drop like 4 more trees down. Again, wood, don't know how it's going to regrow, but we'll deal with that later. This is going to be a mine, because that's kind of like our only iron from the looks of things. But you never know what you might find underground, right? So like, what's back here? What's back here? That's clay. Any other iron? Not really seeing any other iron bits. But, you know, even underneath this limestone, you could find ore and stuff. I have seen gold before in my test save, but I didn't really do anything with it, and I didn't mine it up or anything, but it definitely exists. Wow, we really only have that one little bit of iron, huh? It's a little surprising, to be honest, but kind of never know. Village, looking lovely. It's another beautiful morning. It's summer day 12, so far that's going okay. We are making a new warbow. I equipped Henrik with a good warbow. It's 3.47 DPS and 17 meter range. Compared to the fine short bow that Osana uses, it's 1.96 DPS and 17 meter range. So we're gonna give her a warbow as well in the long run to see how well that performs for them both. Look at our farm. It's a very, again, simplistic art style, but simplistic art styles can go a long way with me as long as things are readable. So, looking pretty good. Construction, they finished the Great Hall in terms of, placement of furniture and beams and things. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe build the roof over this because I've determined that the Great Hall area will have a roof, and everywhere else, that's where the second story is kind of going to kick in. So we'll do that. Now the kitchen area, I'm actually going to have just a slanted roof that way. Now, to do that, I'm going to need some sort of way to run a roof line over this. For now, we'll ignore it. For now, we'll just ignore it. Let's take a look. Do we have those hats made yet? I don't think we've made those strong. Oh no, we do. What do they do? So it looks like minimum comfortable, maximum comfortable temperature. So it does help them deal with warm weather. I don't think anyone is really annoyed at the weather, but I do want, if they don't have a hat, I want them to come over and equip a hat. So our villagers are pretty cool, right? Does anyone have like just a crappy hat or something? Yeah, Liana or Osana. Equip that one. There we go. Get some hats to people, because I think that's pretty cool to have. Kind of really shows their villager status if they have like little hats on. I think that'll be nice. We can now make until you have, let's do 10. The until you have option for production is pretty good, I would say. It's essentially a constant inventory check. So only one of the furnaces I'll use for gold purposes. Both of the other ones we'll use for iron, so we can run 2 irons at the same time. We're getting a jailbird. Dior doesn't stop looking over his shoulder, but it's the bleeding wheels around Dior's ankles that give him away. The prisoner on the run will conceal him. Welcome to Aldford, Dior. You are just about naked. Okay, that's not good. He's bruised. He's overall healthy, at least. Let's check his skills for, hopefully, marksman. No. But honestly, that's fine. I need a new crossbowman, to be honest. And I guess he'll be sleeping probably most likely in one of the spare beds once they're made here. I don't know if having empty beds increases the chances of recruitment. I don't know. Let's go down and get this person kind of some clothes here. So they're just really missing armor and a hat or something. I don't think I have another straw hat available. At least I don't think so. Let's get his schedule up and running. So, you know, it's basically just any. And the reason I use any in those fields is if they get tired early, they can go to bed early and wake up early. Or they can eat or just kind of relax and keep their happiness up. Otherwise, your jobs, he's pretty good at tending people, actually. He learns that very quickly. So he's going to prioritize that going forward. Osana will still help a little bit, but we can take Henrik off the list completely now. Otherwise, he's pretty much an open book when it comes to professions. 1, 2, boom, 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 boom. We don't have a primary miner, but I don't think we really need one. Cut plants, cooking is there. Crafting isn't really, but we'll stick a point in there. Research. In hall. Otherwise, I think that's okay. Not enough beds. That'll kind of fix itself once people wake up and finish the builds. We got that war bow going. So this is a sturdy one. This is maybe a little bit better. So this is going to be 1.26 DPS versus the 3.54. So we'll equip that with Dior, I think, long term. So let's have him drop that. And actually, no, we were going to use Asana with it, right? She might need a more marksmanship. I don't know what's the minimum requirement to equip a short bow or a war bow like that. Her marksmanship is 1. Henrik's marksmanship though is 4, so you know that's probably a big factor when it comes to it. Dior, you can go back and get the crossbow. Doesn't look like it requires as much training, so I think that's fine. In the meantime, we'll make sure we are hunting at least a deer or something like that in the future. New structures going up rather nicely. What's the blacksmith thing required? It requires like this limestone brick. I don't know how to get this. If we open up the research tree, it looks like there's stone block cutting. So this would be like your masonry kind of guy. And we might need to make a little bit of a masonry workbench. So we're gonna need that. Anything cheap? Decorative structures, decorative banners. Let's get some decorative structures so we can start worrying about some decor in some of our interior places. Otherwise, let's do production and maybe just combine the stonemason a bit with the blacksmith area. Honestly, that should work out fine. Let's chop some trees, because again, always need that lumber. So we'll chop those 4 down or so. We're using kind of a lot for this wooden roof at the moment, which makes, you know, some sense there. And we'll build that limestone path pretty much straight into that building there. I hope you guys like so far the village that we're building, and it's kind of interesting, right? Like, I prioritize building villages and things like that, because to me it doesn't make sense to just build like this giant fortification and they all live in the same fortification, they all live in the castle, and it's just a singular structure. I think that works, that's fine, but for me I like the village mindset first, and then you build like a castle onto it, because you know, you can't really build a castle without a village in a way. And it looks like this flax is giving us just straight up cloth. So when we harvest flax, it gives cloth. That's fine. If that's the case, then we are going to need a lot more flax plants at once. Because it looks like it gives us about 5 to maybe 10 linen cloth each time. And it requires 80 fabric to make like a just one shirt for our people. So definitely a factor there. Now with this stonemason bench, we might end up having to swap this out when we finally research armorer, because we're gonna get an armorer's table, and that will probably make more sense to be here in the blacksmith area. Though we could put it on this side, really, or I can put the stonemason bench on the other side. That way we won't ever really have to move it. I think that's okay. Waiting for resources. We need a lot more resources for iron. Because we kind of know where iron is, we're going to start getting some. Because we need to start being able to make armor in proper metal weaponry long term. And we also need iron bars to really finish up the limestone hearth that we have over here. Let's get the production of this and forever. It's okay. Another day going by. It's autumn now though, so it's gonna get colder. It's definitely gonna get colder. Because we gained that new citizen though, we are also going to be under attack. I need some grass and hay for the new bed, and honestly it's actually kind of surprising there's not much hay kind of around. I don't know if this gives anything. This gives herbs for medicine, I guess. So I didn't know you could grow herbs or look for herbs, but definitely look out for them, because if you find some, that might be good. Sticks. And if you're ever curious of what something that, you know, is harvestable into, then just always left click on it, right? All right, production queue until you have, I don't know, 25. Oh no, let's go 30. Let's go 30. And we will go ahead and get the roof built on this blacksmith. Which again, we'll have to do that weird kind of roofing technique. Unless... let's see what works here. God dang it. Didn't mean to click on that. Deconstruct that. Base, thatched roof. If I run it this way, kind of like that. Yeah, this is pretty much the only way we can get these things a little bit flush. So it's just another one of those. Man, I really want those corner pieces. It's okay. It's okay. Just build with what you got. Build with what you got, Uthris, and go from there. So we're getting some more raw iron. These guys. So we are getting raided by 6 individuals here. They don't look quite as. Ooh, wow! They got wooden hats on, and this guy has antlers. Okay, they look a little angry. Forest bandits. He's got a halberd. I don't know what this guy is wearing. I don't know if that's mail or what. Some of the armor could honestly look a little bit better, but that's, you know, again, early stuff. Let's select everyone here. We'll draft and form up. We'll get ready to Fast speed is disabled during a raid. Makes sense. You know, you don't want, you know, people to accidentally click that and have to deal with it. So we're going to come over here. Okay, so they're going to the right. Let's get up here. And get ready to defend. This is probably going to be a little bit of a cluster here. Okay. So we kind of wounded that guy pretty early. We're going to get some shots off, and then I'll start focusing here using our melee. Oh, okay. Dior is under attack. Some of our archers are under attack. It makes sense, though. You know, you want to go to the archers and kind of deal with them. Forest Bandit died. Wow. Okay. Michael is getting kind of owned. Here. See if we can't focus that other bandit down real fast. And I'm going to be trying to pause a lot. Michael, man, you are... You need to flee. You need to just straight up run, guy. Get out of there. See if we can get Dior a little bit spaced out here. Some of our guys who don't have armor, they're very vulnerable. All right, Michael, you're no longer drafted. You're just gonna be running. Henrik, I don't want you to really be fighting. You're gonna be kiting too. Okay, no, maybe I should draft you because you're gonna start freaking out. All right, there we go. That looks good. We're gonna focus fire this guy next. Sana, you might want to run. No, hold on. I think that would be better. Draft. Draft. Okay, yeah. Whenever we kill someone, they kind of do this cheer thing, which honestly is more hurtful than helpful when it comes to getting them to perform. Alright. So we're... Kill those. We're gonna get the archers to start kind of chasing that guy. See if we can start picking at him. Boom. Dead. Okay, this guy. Okay. You only have the option to... Let's undraft everyone. I don't know if this guy is going to die. I know there's ways, like, so in like RimWorld and other games that are kind of like this, in essence, they have a lot more of like a prisoner capturing mechanic. How's Michael doing? Michael's probably really hurt. Pierced cheek, arm muscle, yeah, so he's losing some blood. Hopefully he gets looked at real quick. Let's see what some of these guys dropped. We got flimsy savage plate armor. So yeah, we want that. That'd be good. Sturdy Berdiche. So that's a pretty good halberd there. Leather winter clothes. We'll take that. Sturdy wool cap, I suppose. We'll leave his corpse on the ground for now. Another Berdiche. Or Berdache. I think it's Berdiche. Sturdy savage wood mask. So some armor rating on the helmet there. Flimsy savage plate helm, that's good. Sturdy gambeson, that's good. Sturdy bludgeon, that can be fine. Flimsy iron short sword. Some more helmets. I think that's all I really want from those guys. Everything else is a little meh. So there you go. Decent fight. You know, Michael, you know, some of our melee people, they don't have armor still, right? And so that makes them pretty vulnerable in these situations. But we are so far surviving and thriving during these attacks, and you know, pausing the game often is super important for that. Oh, look, we got a hearth, so we can finally start cooking some meals. Herbs, 3 cooking material, 1 herb, 5 vegetable, 1 preservatives to get pickled vegetable. I don't know how to do any of this, but what we'll do is, until we have, let's do double, so 12 of those, this one, until you have, you know, maybe 6 of these. Pickled vegetables until you have 12. Okay? So basically what that means is we're going to be producing pretty much food all the time. I think until you have 12. And I kind of want to have a stockpile of double our population in each of these food categories. I think that makes sense. So I can deconstruct this finally, and also at the same time get rid of this stockpile, so that people start moving things a little bit more towards our large stockpile, and that will allow us to kind of open up this building to be used for other crafting tables. We might even be able to end up moving the masonry thing in here, or if there's another kind of like clay item, we can kind of combine workstations. That makes sense. Getting some long structures here. And I'm happy we're finally getting some iron. And what you can do is, if you look down beneath here, and I go to mine, what's this? This is another iron vein. So that's dirt. So there's some more iron down here to get, which will be handy. Right now we have like 322 iron nuggets, so we're pretty good on the iron supply just from mining up those couple little spots. Food looks to be secure. People look to be relatively healthy. Let's just make sure no one's going to be bleeding out anytime soon. Dior is, you know, moderate damage, but should hopefully heal. Michael is really the one in the most pain. Let's see, Michael, Dior, Pentecost. So like some people are set to mend. I'm not sure, again, if there's a way to tell them to do so like immediately, but overall I think they'll survive. I think they'll pull through after that little combat that we just had. Long term, I do want to get more battlements, defenses up, so that we can get our archers up on defensive walls so that they don't lose DPS when we're kiting, because us moving the archers, the kite, while it is effective, you know, we keep people alive by doing that, we're cutting our DPS by a lot, right? So making an archer tower or something, it might be a little bit of a priority here soon. You know, something that we can just kind of hold the line at in a way. So we'll look on doing that soon too. But the blacksmith is going to be underway here soon, and we're going to be producing hopefully some iron items as well soon. So keep looking forward to that. We're going to keep building and working our way through the series. If you guys are enjoying the stuff, feel free to subscribe for more creative goodness such as this. Hit that like button. You can ring that bell to get notified when a new episode releases. And with that, we'll see you all in the next episode of Going Medieval.